Hi guys, it's me UB Programmer and I am back with another project which is Titanic Survival Prediction. This will be an end-to-end project, so that means we have our Flask application ready and it is asking for some parameters, and then it will tell you, as the project description says, whether you will survive or not on Titanic. So basically we have trained our model on the Titanic data, and then we will predict based on some values and see if our predicted values matches to the actual values, right? So that we can be sure about that our model can learn from the data, right? And let's see a demo. And sorry about this car price prediction app, because I haven't changed in the index, so let me just quickly do that so that no confusion occurs, right? So Titanic survival prediction app, right? This is the our app, and you can just tweak that in your source code, right? Let's just see the some outputs. So let's say, and these values I really don't have much idea about it, but you can just go to the dataset actual link, which is on the kaggle obviously, and you can learn it about there. Let me just show you. So this is the dictionary or the metadata about the data. So this P class is ticket class and things like that, right? Parch is children about the Titanic, and these are like all the parameters, right? Let's just quickly uh, input some values. Let's say is 22, and I am getting these values from our data, right? So that we can see if our model predict it right or wrong, right? So Wash is none, because he's obviously 22 years old, and fair is, let's say, 7.25, and embarked is S. And what is this embarked? This is port of embarkation, so these are three locations, and we have selected S. And let's see, output not survived, so this passenger was dead, unfortunately, right? And let's see now from where we are getting this data. So this was the first row of our data. So P class 3 sex male, uh, embarked S, and fair 7.25, and he actually didn't survive. So in the survived we have 0, that means not survived, and what we have predicted is also not survived, right? So this is the project, and let's see the code part of it now. And let me just show you the app first. So this is the app, and in the app you have obviously Flask, because we have deployed it on the Flask, and the model we are getting is the predictor.pkl, which is this file, and from where we are getting is obviously from this notebook. We are, let me just minimize it. Yeah, we are importing libraries, doing some analysis on the data, and then applying a machine learning algorithm, uh, which is acting as a classifier on that data, right? So here dealing with the categorical variables. This is for the embarked, this is for the gender, right? Then we are applying the regression a classifier. Logistic regression is a classifier, right? Classification algorithm on the data, and we are getting the accuracy as 80. We can obviously increase it by using some other classifiers such as random forest, or there are so many techniques to increase the accuracy, right? We can obviously do that. And this is the prediction pipeline, and then we are making a pickle of this classifier as a predictor.pkl. So that is basically this file here, which is being loaded into our model variable. Then we are getting all of these features or parameters from obviously this website from the user, and this web page is basically the index.html. So in the index we have this p class gender, and in the gender we have two options: male, which is value as 0, why 0, because if we see how we dealt with the categorical variable, it was 0 for male, right? So that's why it is 0, and female is 1 because female was when actually, as we are training the data. So in the testing we have to do the same, right? So that was the way to get the input from the user from this input field and from the selection field, right? Then with the help of this little JavaScript here, with the query selector and event listener, we are showing this output, which is being predicted by our predict function here. So this is returning the prediction as survived or not survived based on this prediction. As if it's 0 then not survived, if it's 1 then survived, right? So this string variable will be passed into the passed as a return value for this predict function, and it will be passed eventually then to this response text, right, in the index.html, which is actually being shown here, right? So that was the whole scenario of the project. I hope you liked it, and if you want to get this source code, you can see the description link. There will be a link about it. You can easily get the zip file from here, downloadable zip file, and then you can extract it. And if you are having any difficulty in uh, execution of the project, just refer to this file, instruction to run project, and here I have written 3 methods. You can follow either of them, and if any by any chance you are not able to run the project, you can just text me, right? I will help you with the execution in your local machine. Okay, that's it for this video, and I will meet you in the next project or in the next video, right? Thanks for watching.